One of the hardest parts of living with bipolar disorder isn't surviving the major episodes, but managing the ordinary moments that slowly push you towards one. The thought that you keep replaying, the stressful email that changes your entire mood, the night you don't sleep, the moment when your mind says everything is falling apart even though only one thing has gone wrong. Those moments may seem small, but they can shape the direction of your entire day. That's why today I want to help you build something you can carry into every one of them, your daily mindset toolkit. Stay with me until the end because I'm going to give you one final question that can help you recognize what your mind needs before stress turns into a spiral. Welcome to MindFit Empowerment, where we talk honestly about living with bipolar disorder and building a fulfilling life, not simply in managing a diagnosis. A mindset toolkit isn't about pretending everything is fine. It isn't forcing yourself to be positive when you're hurting. And it definitely isn't about replacement for medication, therapy, or professional care. It's a collection of simple mental tools that can help you pause, check your thinking, and choose your next step more intentionally. I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder at 43, but I had experienced symptoms for many years before receiving my diagnosis. Looking back, I can see how often I believed every thought my mind produced. I felt hopeless. I assumed my life was hopeless. I felt rejected. I believed everyone was leaving. I felt unusually energized. I believed I could take on everything at once. Diagnosis didn't make those thoughts disappear. What gave me was a new way to understand them. Over time, I learned that I could notice the thought without automatically obeying it. This lesson became my foundation for my own daily mindset toolkit. The first tool is the pause. Before you send the message, make the purchase, quit the job, end the relationship, accept 5 new commitments, or decide that your entire future is ruined, simply pause. A pause doesn't have to last an hour. Sometimes it's just 3 slow breaths. Sometimes it's putting your phone down for 10 minutes. Sometimes it's deciding that you will sleep on a major decision before acting on it. When emotions are intense, urgency can feel like truth, and your mind may tell you, I have to handle this right now. But most things don't need to be handled in the most emotionally charged moment. Try saying this. This feels urgent, but I need to be allowed to pause. That statement creates space between you and what you feel like you need to do. The second toolkit is the evidence check. Ask yourself, what do I know and what am I assuming? Maybe someone hasn't answered your message and your mind says they are angry with you. What do you actually know? You know that they haven't responded. Everything else may be an interpretation. Maybe you made up one mistake at work and your mind says your professional reputation is destroyed. What mistake? What are you assuming? That one moment defines your entire career? Feelings are real and they deserve compassion, but feelings are not always reliable evidence. You don't have to shame yourself for the story your brain creates. Simply separate the facts from the fear. The third is compassionate self-talk. Pay attention to how you speak to yourself when you're struggling. Would you use those same words with somebody you love? Many of us are the harshest critics to ourselves. And would we say, you should be doing better, you always ruin everything, why can't you be more normal? But shame rarely creates lasting stability. It usually adds another layer of pain on an already difficult moment. Compassion self-talk sounds more like this. I'm having a hard day, but a hard day isn't a failed life. I can take responsibility without tearing myself apart. I don't have to solve everything today. This feeling deserves attention, but it doesn't get to make every decision. Compassion doesn't remove accountability. It gives you a safe place from which to practice it. The fourth tool is naming your current state. Instead of saying, I'm a mess, try becoming more specific. Am I overstimulated? Am I exhausted? Am I anxious? Have I been sleeping less? Am I feeling unusually driven or possibly impulsive? Am I withdrawing because I am becoming depressed? The more accurately you name what you are experiencing, the more wisely you can respond to it. I'm a mess feels permanent and impossible to solve. I'm exhausted and overstimulated gives you information. Maybe you need to reduce noise, postpone a task, eat something, rest, contact your support person, or check in with a healthcare provider. Clarity turns judgment into direction. The fifth tool is the next right step question. When your mind is overwhelmed, don't ask, how am I going to fix my entire life? Ask, what is the next healthy thing I can do? That might be taking your prescribed medication, drinking water, getting dressed, stepping outside, answering one email, or contacting your therapist. As a full-time teacher, while building MindFit Empowerment, I understand how quickly responsibilities can pile up. If I stare at everything that needs to be done, my mind can become overwhelmed before I even begin. So I bring myself back to the next manageable step. The next 20 steps is not the right solution, not the perfect step, just the next healthy one. Small actions may not feel dramatic, but repeated small actions build stability. The sixth tool is temporary language reset. Bipolar depression and overwhelming emotions can make temporary pain sound permanent. Your mind may say, I will always feel this way. Nothing will ever change. I will never get my life back. When that happens, it adds to the word like today, right? I'm struggling today. I feel disconnected today. I don't know what to do today. That one word reminds you that today is not forever. You can also add the phrase right now, and I like the word right now even more than today. I feel hopeless right now, but things can change. This isn't fake positivity, it's accurate language. You are acknowledging the difficulty without predicting the rest of your life from one painful moment. That seventh tool is the support check. Ask yourself, who needs to know how I'm doing? Your toolkit should include people, not just phrases and habits. Maybe that person is your therapist, psychiatrist, trusted friend, family member, or support group leader. Decide who is an advocate whom you can contact when you notice warning signs. You might create a simple message you can use when your words are difficult. I'm noticing a change in my mood, and I don't want you to manage it. I don't want to manage alone. Can you check in with me? Reaching out is not weakness, it's a form of early intervention. If you're experiencing dangerous symptoms, hallucinations, sleep changes, thoughts in harming yourself, or rapidly escalating mood, please contact a qualified healthcare professional or crisis services. Some moments require more than just a mindset tool, and getting that help is part of your toolkit wisely. The eighth and final toolkit is the daily reset. At the end of the day, ask yourself 3 questions. What affected my mood today? What helped me stay grounded? What do I need tomorrow? This isn't about obsessing or analyzing every emotion. It's about noticing patterns, and we talk about patterns a lot. Maybe you realize that there are nights that poor sleep often come right before racing thoughts. Maybe conflict makes you withdraw. Maybe skipping meals leaves you emotionally vulnerable. Maybe quiet mornings routine help you feel more centered. Awareness allows you to respond earlier. Your daily mindset toolkit will not make every day easy. It will not eliminate bipolar disorder, and it will not guarantee that you will never experience another episode. What it can do is help you recognize that you have options. You can pause, you can examine the evidence, you can speak to yourself with compassion, you can name what you are experiencing, you can take the next healthy step, you can remember that this is a moment is temporary, not permanent. You can reach for support, and you can learn from the daily without judging yourself for it. Living well with bipolar disorder isn't about controlling every thought or emotion. It's about building practices that help you respond with greater awareness, honesty, and care. You are not powerless simply because your mind feels loud today. You are not starting over after every struggle. Every time you use one of these tools, you are practicing a new way of caring for yourself. That practice matters, even when nobody else sees it. So here's the question I promised you. Which tool do you need most today? The pause, the evidence check, compassionate self-talk, naming your state, taking the next right step, remembering that the moment is temporary, reaching out for support, or completing a daily reset. Share your answer in the comments. Your response may help someone recognize what they need to do too. If this message encouraged you, please like this video, follow Mindful Empowerment for more honest conversations, practical tools, and hope for building a fulfilling life with bipolar. You are more than your diagnosis, and stability is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of the foundation where everything you build from the next level. Till next time, my name's Jen. Thank you so much for watching. Be empowered.